So this week we are going to take what you know with CSS and HTML, and we are going to be creating different types of menus. And so there is no additional reading on this. You already know the HTML and the CSS that are needed to create the menus. So this week you're just basically going to learn how to combine them. So the lecture demo does a little review of unordered lists because a lot of menus are in unordered lists. They're just formatted a little differently. So we kind of go through a review there. And we talk a little bit about navigation bars, and then we get into how to create a vertical bar and basically different layouts that you could use with those vertical bars. And then I have link outs where you could actually see it, and you can right click and, view the page source. Take a look at the CSS and the HTML outside of the lecture, so you can kind of get a feel for how all of that works. And then how to do submenus. And then a lot of people do not like doing their CSS with all of this nesting. So they prefer to use IDs. So how do you do, the menu, submenu using IDs instead of the elements? So this will show you how to do that as well. Then you'll learn how to do a horizontal nav bar. Okay, a couple different types. And then we get into eventually how to do animated menus and how to use menu icons. There's a couple different libraries that have icons. So how do you pull those in? And how do you use them? And then finally, at the very bottom, you will see how to create an animated menu. To give you practice, your textbook assignment basically goes through creating all of the different types of menus that we covered. And to help you out with this, I am actually giving you a file structure, and you are going to be modifying the CSS to create the menus. So this is a zipped file that you will be downloading. There are videos for all of these different tasks, so you can simply watch the video and follow along. The code that you need is highlighted, and it's explained here in the text. It's also explained in the video. So you're going to do a vertical menu, and this one is using the nested elements. Then you are basically going to copy what you have and rename it, and then change the CSS a little bit to use IDs. Okay. And once you get done changing the CSS, you are going to have to go into all of the HTML pages and add the IDs to those pages in order for those menus to work. Then you'll be doing a horizontal menu with a hidden submenu. This involves downloading it's basically the same structure, but I don't want you to change the existing ones. I kind of want you to start fresh. So you're going to be downloading the horizontal zip, and then you will be adding the CSS for that horizontal navigation. And there's a lot of steps here. So if you prefer to just kind of see all of the CSS together in a PDF, I also provided you with that. Task 5, you're going to download this page, and you're going to add an icon bar. So this page has, a pull down menu, a couple pull down menus. What you're going to be adding is an icon bar to the bottom. Okay, and then here is the code for that. And finally, you're going to be downloading this page, which has some CSS animation, and you're going to be adding an animated menu to the left-hand side. And these are the instructions for adding that menu. And then you will link to all of these exercises in the assignment page and transfer them all to the web. For the lab assignment, you are going to be converting your assignment page into a page that displays two menu navigation bars. You need to have one for your textbook assignments and one for your lab assignments. And so when you point at the different lessons, you should get a pull-down menu with links to the different exercises. Now, it's super important that these pull-down menus are not transparent, because if they're transparent, they won't work. So don't add opacity to them. A good exercise to look at for this is this profitable web business. Now you can kind of look at this because what you're going to do is very similar. Okay. And so that is what you will be doing. And so what I'm envisioning is that your current page without the menus, you're going to call assignments version 1. And the page that you put the pull downs in is going to be your new assignments page. Okay. And the original CSS is going to be version 1. And then the new CSS for the pull downs is going to be your assignments.css. Okay. And these instructions pretty much tell you how to set up your HTML, okay, for that pull down menu. At the bottom of your assignment page, you are going to do an icon navigation bar. This is an example. I do not want you guys to link to my social media. You guys can actually put whatever icons you like. So, I mean, if you're into Discord or Steam or any of that stuff, you know, put icons that mean something to you at the bottom. Don't copy mine. Okay. And so you will have your own icon bar down there with icons that have meaning to you. And it should be formatted. And again, this profitable business, when you're done with it, it will have an icon bar. So I would use that as a reference point for the icon bar in your assignment page. Don't forget to add your lesson 10 links to the page. And then you can transfer everything to the web and submit done. Okay, so that is your assignment for this week. And you'll notice that it is due right before spring break. Spring break starts on the 25th. Okay, so you'll get this in and then you will not have to worry about any assignments over spring break.